What is up, y'all? Cam here after a very long grinding session of Incursions. We played them for a bit over 6 hours. So I wanted to take the knowledge I gained from that and make a guide that was as clear as possible as to how to get started, how these work, and what I think is good currently. Now, we got about 500 gold in that time, as well as I'm level 48 and a half. They did just patch the gold just recently, like an hour or two ago, and it looks like it's about half of what it was. But still, getting about 250 to 300 gold on the way to level 50 from level 40 is pretty impressive and way better than something you would get from ZF. I would say I was incredibly impressed with uh, Incursions. I think they were not what I was expecting at all, but as far as performance, XP, and gold, incredible, right? They were fantastic. So I'm going to talk about all those things in this video. If you do enjoy it, please consider subscribing. Also, check me out on YouTube Live. I'm going to be streaming for the foreseeable future here. So please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're interested. Let's hop right into the video. So first off, I only did the Ashenvale one, so I just want to make that clear, which is the level 40 incursion, by the way. And that one is on the northeast corner of Ashenvale. You can get there by flying to Azara if you're Alliance, or Azara if you're Horde, or Splinter Tree Post as well if you're Horde. So it's not that hard to get to, and essentially you'll come to this location, and there's a lady who's hidden here, but her name is field name Captain Henala, and she'll give you a quest to go. She'll need you to kill some demons, some hellhounds, some imps, and some like dreamwalkers, some satyrs basically. And once you kill those, you'll also need to grab an item that I'll show you real quick at the top of this little hill. That will be all you need to go and turn in with her. And then she'll give you one of these mission brief Ashen Veils. Now, you can see I have a ton of these in my inventory, and essentially each time you complete one of these, you get another one, but they can be shared between your group members. So here's the scout that you'll get that last thing from for before you can actually start the quest and start going in here. But essentially, you'll get one of these for each of the ones you complete, but you'll also be able to share them with other group members. So I'll open one of these as an example. Let's see if I have a bad one. Five's a good one. I want to keep that, which we'll cover in a second. 10, I think we can get rid of a 10. So in here, what you'll find in these is a deputization, you know, like token basically that has 4 charges, which allows you to give that same mission to another player. And then you'll have the actual quest itself for you. So this one would be for you, and then you'll use this on all your teammates, and that will you'll all have the quest at that point. So only one person has to use it to give everyone the quest. But when everyone turns in the quest, when you're done, everyone will get a new mission brief. So one quest will get you 5 mission briefs. What that essentially means is that you can filter through these mission briefs in many cases to just get to the ones that are good and efficient to do. So I'll go ahead and talk about which ones are good and efficient and just the general layout and where to find these. So there's 18 total quests that you can get, and there's 6 different types, and they're grouped by 3. So just to say that there are 3 of each type. So for example, defeat satyrs, defeat treants, defeat dragonkin. Those are 3 defeat style quests. Then you have the 3 intelligence quests. These are recovering quests, which is just picking up a single item. You have Dream Root, Fool's Gold, and Dream Infused Dragon Scales. These are profession-based quests. You have Boss Quest, which is these 3 here, and then you have Escort Quests, which are the bottom 3. Now, originally when we were doing this, we were doing all of them because we didn't really know what was good. We were super confused. It was a lot going on. But if you can, so as you're getting started, you will probably need to do most of the ones you get in order to get more mission briefs. Like I said before, one good mission or one completed mission shared with everyone converts to 5 mission briefs. So it's at the very start, you might have to do some ones that are less optimal. And so let's go ahead and talk through the ones that are optimal and why they're optimal. So number 4, 5, and 6 are the intelligence based. The way these work is you just go to a spot, you talk to a guy, and that's it. He'll give you an item and you're done. So for these, if you had all 3 of these, for example, and you went in and you could just do a little loop, grab them all, get 7.7k each, and get 21,000 XP or whatever it is, right? So very strong there. The recover quests are just picking up a single item, so you'd think that they would be good, but with how crowded it is and being on a PvP server, our group was really unable to loot like any of these, so not great. For professions, you can buy these. They're tradable. I don't think you can put them on the auction house because they're called like a consumed item, but they are like you can stand outside and buy them. But really, the one here that stands out is the Dream Infused Dragon Scale because that is for skinners, and there's obviously a ton of dragons in here. So you can generate a lot more of these per hour than you could with Dream Root and Fool's Gold. So 12 is okay. Now, these boss ones are pretty solid. You do have to kill a pretty healthy boss, would take pretty much a group, but you do have other people running around at this time killing them, and they're just, you get the tag and you're good. You can get the tag with your same faction. So if someone else tags it from your faction, you should be able to also get the tag. But if it's the opposite faction, you can't share the tag on that. So that brings us to our last set here, which is the rescue or escort missions. And I say escort in heavy air quotes there because while these are escort missions, they function differently. So you don't actually have to start the escort with the person and bring them back. Anyone can bring them back and you will get credit for it if you are standing in the turn in like location where they return. So that's a brief overview, and I'll just say that my favorite and the best here are intelligence are the second best. Your third best is your defeats, killing the bosses. I'm not sure why I'm doing this order, but I'm just going down this way. And then your rescue quests and escort quests are the best. And I'll go ahead and talk in more detail as to why they're good. So we just walked through the portal. Now, for the escort quests, and the reason why they're so OP is you can just sit down here at the bottom of this ramp and get credit for them, right? So if someone, and make sure you're near the bottom, if someone brings them over here and walks to this area, it will turn them in and you'll get quest complete. I have one of them right now. It's not complete, but I don't think, isn't someone bringing it over? There's a bunch of people. Usually that means there's something coming. Looks like, no, not this time. So you'll wait there to get your escorts, and I would advise after your group turns in all of their quests, you come back there before sorting out all your envelopes and what you got, and do it at the bottom of that ramp, and immediately get out the escort quests, which again is 16, 17, and 18 as quickly as you can. And you can see we've got wind collar right here. That's one of them, and everyone's following with that. Now that's not one I have, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm going to briefly just talk to you where all these things are and what I think is good and what I think is bad. So for the dragon kill quest, you'll have to kill 5 of these night stalkers that are here and 10 of the whelps, which there's one right there, but you'll see them as I run through this dragon area, which is what Forest Song is. This is where all the dragons are. So you'll have that kill quest there. And now the dragon boss, which is number 15, I believe, he's up here in the air, right there. Larzera. And you can just tag him to bring him down. Like I can moonfire him if I want. I don't want to right now because I don't have it. The boss ones seem to be more rare. But as we go more west here, this will get us to our first intelligence, which is these are super easy and good. So you'll talk to this guy. He'll give you a little report. That's it. 7.7k XP done. And then we'll go ahead and move on towards the Satyr area. So this is your dragon area, this is your Satyr area, and then this is like your tree area, or treant area. So you can see there's a few more dragonkin over there, but we'll move on. Also, I'm an herbalist. So you can see I see the dream root on the ground, and I'll show you what that looks like if I can. Just looks like this, just like a earth root basically. So we'll go past that. I don't care for it. I don't advise you to spend time on that. But if you are a skinner, I would say, skinning the dragons and turning those in is very smart. If you go over here, these are your satyrs you'll kill: Hellfire, Hellcaller, and Betrayer. This is for the satyr kill quest. And then this guy right here is your intelligence guy. So you'll talk to him. Boom, another 7.7k XP. And if you want to pick up the item that I didn't advise, which it looks like is now completely empty because everyone's stolen the strategy, this is where the scroll is, and I did just grab this, which is number 8. So if no one's doing these, then seems good. I would recommend grabbing that in the tent. And then also the boss will just be in the middle here. I don't know if he's being killed right now. I don't see him, but he will just be in the middle here. So after you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and go down towards the treant area. And this is where you'll find the treants that you need to kill. You have to kill 10 of them. It's these vengeful ancients. That one's already dead. But we'll go this way and show you those. Also, this is where you're going to find Shredder 9000, which is one of the bosses as well. So you can see the ancients are kind of just spread out around here. The area I like to go is this little crossroads here. There's a bunch that spawn in this vicinity. So if you're looking for trees, I would recommend going here. But the Shredder will spawn right here. I don't know if he's up or not. No, he's dead. But he'll spawn right back in this area. So on the bottom of the lumber camp, you'll kill him. He's got a good amount of HP. All the bosses do. So you'll want a full group to kill the bosses. I think you should be fine to kill him with 5 with a healer. We were running without a healer. We just had 5 DPS. I didn't even tank. I just swapped to DPS. But now we're moving towards the Warsong lumber camp. If you go in here, I'm just going to stealth, I guess. Stealth and dash through these. I don't want to pull a bunch of them. Usually this has been crowded. It's getting pretty late, so I guess it's slowed down. But we'll go through here, and in here you'll find there's a boss which gave us 4,000 XP the first time we killed him, but not much after. It's this guy. His name is literally Boss Gob Goldnick. So you can kill him. He's got a lot of XP or HP as well. And then here's your last person to talk to for the intelligence. So you'll talk to her. So that loop right there is 21 or 22,000 XP. So just absolutely crazy there. Very impressive. And so at that point, you can have killed the trends, can have killed the satyrs, all that. We did multiple runs where we did just a full clear of everything, and it worked out totally fine for us. But other runs we didn't get so lucky. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple more things that I missed, which was this box here. This is your dream, what is that, dream, someone's already looting it. This is your dream, no, do I not have it? Yeah, dream engine. We're back at the dragon area, right? The boss is right above me. The dragon egg is in this little house right here. Right, I mean, it's here, trust me. Everyone's standing on top of it, but it's right under where this bear is. I can't really see it at all, but there you go. So hopefully now you have a better understanding of how these incursions work and where things are. Just as a final summary here, the general strategy is you're going to complete the initial quest. If you have a group of 5 people, you each should start with 1 mission brief. You open them. Hopefully you get 5. Maybe you get a duplicate, so you only have 4. But you can do all those as a group. And then each person, when they turn those in, because they'll have 4 or 5 quests probably, will get 5 or 4 mission briefs. And now you're having 20 or 25 potential options to work off of. And if you get duplicates of good ones, have only one person open it and share it with the whole group. Don't open both at the same time and make it confusing. Just say, hey, I've got number 13. Someone else will say, oh, I've got number 5. Let's combine it together. What we did is we spent a good amount of time near the end just doing just the escorts, but we also waited to do intelligence until we got all three intelligence to do the full loop. We also ideally would get the bosses as well, so we would do the bosses and the intelligence in a loop, wait at the ramp, AFK, take our break. You don't really have to AFK that long. It really does depend, and obviously you can go get these escorts yourself. They're around, but usually they're taken, which is why I didn't really mention that in this video. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me and the channel. But that's it for tonight. Cam out.